All right, bonjour, 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 bonjour. I got too many bonjours. I mean, it's the same kind of bag. Some of them were basically samples. Some of them that they didn't put as many pockets as I wanted to in production. So I've got some with more pockets, some with less pockets, some with solid pockets, some with net pockets. So some of these will be filtered out. But while I have some in here, I just want to kind of do a brief video on all the different bonjours. So the main one basically is going to be this, or basically that. It's the 16 pocket, so there's 16 net pockets. It's fairly wide. I think it's about 6 inches wide down here. Of course, it's a little bit over the length of a 260, which you can tell. Has the tactical straps on the back. They will all have the eyelets, so that is something I'm doing because I really like those. This one is a little bit different. This one actually has this here. So this is going to be a new style. So when you get the big bonjours, it's going to look like this now rather than flat. What this does is this allows you to slide that on your stick for your Zuka. So if you have a Zuka, this is killer. I love this. So if you got a Zuka, I got a Zuka there with an Aloha bag on there. This will actually slide on top of the stick and just hang there. So what you have is you have this on the back side, or the front side, depending on how you use where do you stand when you have your Zuka cart, the Zuka cart. But on the other side, it still has the tactical. Now with the tactical, if that's over your bag, you can add some of my other products on here, or basically anything tactical. You can go to a military shop and get other little bags that may work for you, and attach them right to here, and then have those right over your 260s in your Aloha bag. So basically I have a Shalom, which is kind of just like kind of a catch-all kind of thing, like a waistband, but it's flat and it velcros down. So it could be used for tips, could be used for scraps. And there's some pockets in there for other tools. It could also have one of the small bonjours. This could go right here. So you would have that set up, and then that would go over the top. So this would be sticking right out front. And you can put basically a pump in there and have your Sharpies, and then just have some other things. So this could go on the front, this can go on the back. What I usually use these for, one of my setup, is I will load this up with holidays. So these are my holiday bags. So I don't mess with my big Aloha XL. Those balloons stay consistent all year long. This one changes. So Halloween, this will get a lot more orange, green, white, 260s. It'll have all my skeleton prints and all that, and my vampires and my ghosts and anything I have there. And then come Christmas, this all gets red, green, white, and then these get the snowman, the Grinch, and all my holiday prints as well. So this will get changed while I leave my Aloha bag the same. So this is basically the Bonjour 16 net pockets. Now with that, I also have 16 solid pockets. This I will have a few in stock here and there, but this is not something I'm going to carry on a regular basis. It seems like everybody likes the net. So the nets, of course, is easier to see the balloons. So we've got the 16 pocket, and we got the 16 pocket solid. And on one of the runs last year, they actually put 3 rows instead of 4. So this has 12 instead of 16. Other than that, it's completely the same. It's just there's a few less pockets on the front here. And the pockets, I would say, are a little bit bigger, but not by much. So that's the way it's going to go. So you've got your 16 pocket and your 12 pocket. So 12 pocket, it's eventually going to go away. Then you have your Bonjour basically slim or skinny. So that one is not as wide as your other ones. So that one is a little bit skinnier. So depending on your needs, you could put 2 of these as like saddlebags, or on your hip as like holsters for all your balloons, or you can throw it as part of your larger setup. Then there's the old Bonjour basically pump holder, kind of how this whole line started with this, and then it just morphed into like, let's put 260s in it. And now it's a whole line in and of itself. So all of them have a pocket in the back, basically for tips or scraps. They all kind of have tactical, so you can use the clips to clip it onto a belt. So great little bags. And then over the past year, I've been dabbling with this one. So this one looks like your Bonjour, has solid pockets. This one is actually designed for magic. So this is all walk around magic, little magic, pocket magic kind of things. So not only do you have your big catch thing here, so you can throw basically your magic tricks you're done with just to kind of discard them. The inside has pockets and the outside has pockets. And these pockets are basically the size of a deck of cards. So a deck of cards should fit in there pretty easily. On the top here, you've got some small flat pockets where basically those would be for coin magic. You could put a thumb tip in there, so very easily you just slide your thumb in there, you put your thumb on it, you got it loaded, you're ready to go. You got your tips on the back. This can go on this can go on basically a shoulder strap, or this can mount to a belt using the tactical. But then you also have your Sharpies in there. So some things I did leave the same. This one is kind of a work in progress. I do have a few magicians testing it out, but of course with the whole pandemic, I'm sure they're not getting tested as much as they would in a regular year. But like I said, this is kind of something in the works. We're kind of playing around with the pocket sizes for different magic, depending on what people need. But yeah, I do have the coins in there, you know, basically decks of cards, the thumb tips, and whatever else you got. So those are all my different Bonjours for right now. So like I said, this one's a work in progress. So not ready yet, but soon.